This is the rhythm. This is the rhythm. This is the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm. This is the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm.
that you've been living in front of the sea. I remember that night, I remember that night, laughing around the fire. I couldn't feel much better. The sunny days are back, the sunny days are back. I never thought that you'd be living in front of the sea. I remember that night, I remember that night, laughing around the fire. I couldn't feel much better. The sunny days are back, the sunny days are back.
something to believe in, so believe in me. We all need something to believe in, something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, to believe in, to believe in, to believe in. I feel bruised, but I won't let it count for nothing. I feel scared, but I won't let it bring me down. No, no, no. 'Cause every little bit of hurt's gotta count for something. Yeah, yeah. And that's the way I'ma turn this night around. 'Cause we all need something to believe in, something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, so believe in me. We all need something to believe in, something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, to believe in, to believe in, to believe in. 'Cause we all need something to believe in, something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, so believe in me. We all need something to believe in, something to believe in. We all need something to believe in, to believe in, to believe in, to believe in. I feel bruised, but I won't let it count for nothing. I feel scared.
And you don't stop, and you won't stop, and you don't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but frontin' for me to start something. Bucking and bucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Sure do, 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', ho hoppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the gap? It ain't hard to tell I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you're scared, you're supposed to. Nigga, I toast you. Put fear in your heart. Fuck up the party before it even start. Pissy drunk, off a Henny and skunk. On some brand Nubian shit, beating down punks. That's that. In a tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation, my man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking. Got the hooker thinking, if money smell bad, then this nigga Big is stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another blunt for the Heineken. Niggas thought the loc out, a kid got choked out, blows was thrown, and a fucking fight broke out. Can't we just all get along so I can put hickeys on the chest like little Sean? Get a pissy drunk off a Dom Perignon, and it's on, and I'm gone, that's that.
Drink it from a cast and iron blade instead of cold milk. Softer than right instead of silence. Considered craving. I'm a lie that was torn, missing teeth out of favor. Nickel beach, it was all gathering by the sundown. And I woke heavy from the halfway stop. 5 whole hours and then I woke hard. I woke heavy with the lava pause. I don't know. Sitting with the forest flow. Half-wasted clouds now. Picking at the silence slow. Hidden where the aged soil's pure, pressed against the crease. Mountains become fragrant at the source. So can you stand this exotic angle? I read it somewhere, and they would last still. And I remember how close I'm flexing with the forest glow. Half-wasted, high-raised arm, kicking at the side that's phone. I remember my first love.